Hello little hogs, today we'll be working on a PE lesson. For a PE lesson, keeping it with a theme, we will be doing spooky yoga. But before we get started, I want to go over some terms that go with our lesson. For example, spooky, which means to cause unease or fear in a sinister or ghostly way. For example, we would use ghost. We would be like, that is a spooky ghost. What do you think are some other ways you could incorporate spooky into a sentence? Another way you can incorporate spooky into a sentence is when you are referring to a forest. You could say, that is a spooky forest. Another term that goes with our lesson is aerobics, which refers to exercise that strengthens the lungs and heart, which is part of what we will be doing today. Yoga could be considered an aerobics. So yoga helps our heart and lungs in the way that we breathe in and out doing yoga, and in the way that we move in order to keep our heart healthy. Okay, this next term might be a little harder, so take it with me one step at a time. We have cardio. Let's go back to one of our previous terms, aerobic. Aerobic also means with oxygen, because during our aerobic activities we move our hands, feet, which means we are moving our muscles, which causes our heart rate to increase, causing us to breathe faster and deeper. How does this relate to cardio, you may ask? Well, it relates to cardio in the sense that cardio relates to our heart, and when we do aerobics, our heart rate increases, and we take well care of our heart while we do. We will be talking about pulse, which is what our heart creates when it beats. This happens when the heart pushes blood through our cardiovascular. Notice how we keep using the word cardio, which relates to the heart. But before we get started, I want you to notice something. Can you think about what was that related all three of the last terms? Spectacular. Yes, you are right. It is the word cardio, which relates to the heart, which makes you think all three terms related back to the heart, which means that what we are doing today is going to help you strengthen both your lungs and heart, leading to a better health. We will be starting by stretching our legs. You will go into this position and you will stand here for 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now you will stand up and you will put your legs to side to side, and you lean over to the other side. Now we would center again and go to the other side. Now I want you to stretch out. I want you to stretch your shoulders. Go forward, backwards. Now I want you to add your leg into it. I want you to stretch your legs with your arms. Roll back, roll forward. Now we will be stretching your legs. Put your right leg behind where it touches your bum. Now you will grab your left leg and do the same. Now you will grab your right leg and pull it up. You will rotate your feet. You will grab your left leg and you will rotate your feet. Now I want you to twist and stretch out your legs. Nice. Nice. You guys are doing so good. I'm so proud. Okay, now I want you to stretch far up to the sky. Stretch as high as you can. Stretch, 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 stretch. Now I want you to put back down and stretch your legs. Reach to your left. Reach to your left. And we are done. Now to start our lesson. Today we will be doing spooky yoga. So I will choose a monster and we will do a yoga pose inspired by that monster. You excited? Let's see what our magic cauldron has for us today. We will be doing, oh, I can't look, I was looking. No, you didn't catch me looking. No, you didn't. We will be choosing a spider. We will be doing a spider pose. How many of you like spiders? I like spiders. Spiders are pretty cool to me. I like the furry ones. Now, for our spider pose, we will go down, and you're going to reach with your right arm underneath your knee. And then you're going to reach up with your left hand underneath your knee. And we are a spider. Ooh, this is a bit of a hard pose our next pose. What do you think we're gonna get? We got the mummy. For the mummy, you would stand like this, and you would go this way. You would stretch forward, and you would stretch back. You would stretch forward, and you would stretch. Is there any poses you're expecting? Any poses you want? Well, for me, I am waiting on the pumpkin pose because I myself am dressed as a pumpkin. Do you guys like my outfit? I'm a jack-o'-lantern. Let's see what we got. We got vampire pose. I want you to stand as straight as you can and as tall up as you can. Now you're gonna cross your right arm with your left shoulder and your left arm with your right shoulder. Oh my God, left and right are so confusing. But we can always do it. We can do this. Okay, and we're gonna stand. And if you want, so we have side to side, side to side. We can even do a circle. Ooh, circle. We could even stretch out our arms like we have wings. Up and down and stay up. Up, 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 up. Now let's see what our next pose is gonna be. Let's see what we're gonna get. Let's see what we're gonna get. And we got the werewolf. Oh my God, that's so cool how we got the vampire before and now we got the werewolf. That's gonna be so much fun. Okay, now we're gonna do the werewolf. For the werewolf, you are gonna go on your floor and you're gonna stretch down. And you're gonna stretch down and you're gonna be here. And then you're gonna stretch back. You're gonna look at the moon. Just like werewolves do. And you slowly stand up. How about we do a little pop quiz? What was our third pose? I want you to try to remember what was the third pose we did. I see you got it right. It was the vampire. Good for you. And if you didn't get it, it was completely okay because for a while it took me a second to actually figure out what pose we were doing. And I was the one selecting them, so it's totally fine. Now, let's keep going with our yoga. Now let's see what our next pose is gonna be. And we got the cat. I'm super excited for this one. I love cats. I like both cats and dogs. Do you like both cats and dogs? Me too. I like both cats and dogs. But if you only like dogs, it is okay because they are adorable, energetic, completely cute. Now, if you only like cats, it is fine because they're so fluffy and they're so soft. Do any of you have cats at home? If you do, leave it down on the comment below. I want to know what color they are and their name. You will go down on your knees on the floor and you will touch the ground and you're going to move your back up, 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 up. And you're going to stay there for a little bit. And then you're going to move side to side. You're going to go up, up, up again. And now you're going to go down. Now, before we get going, I want you to tell me what is a pose that you were expecting. Now, before we keep going, I want you to tell me a pose that you want to do. Is there any specific pose you're waiting for? That sounds like a very interesting pose. Let's see if I have it in. Now, let's see what we're gonna do. We got the ghost. Spooky ghost, remember? For ghost pose, you will stand like this. You will step forward with your right foot. You're gonna lift your left foot. You're gonna put your arms out to the side. Make sure to keep your balance. Ooh, I'm kind of losing my balance. Okay, now you're gonna move side to side to keep your balance. And now you're gonna go back, and you're done with her. Now let's see what the cauldron has to give. We got the monster pose. For a monster pose, since we all know monsters are big and scary, we are gonna... Actually, no. Some monsters can be nice. That's all I'm gonna say. No, you're gonna put your legs out to the side, and you're gonna go up, and you're gonna put your hands up, and you're gonna curve forward. Curve, curve, curve to look big and scary you are. Now you're gonna stretch. Now you're gonna come back, settle, and stretch your legs and walk. Let's do a pop quiz. who do you think was created first? Now for a little pop quiz. Who do you think was created first? Dracula or Frankenstein? If you guessed Dracula, then you got it right. Because Dracula was published first in the 1800s in a place called, let's see what we get for our next pose. We have the moon. We got the moon. When the moon is full, and this is when the moon is a crescent moon, a half moon. Now let's see what we got. We got pumpkin. Yay, we're gonna be doing the pumpkin pose. Pumpkin pose, we will be sitting down on the floor and putting our legs out like this, and we will be big and round. We're gonna swing side to side, side. And that is our pumpkin pose. Well, you could say jack-o'-lantern since I am a jack-o'-lantern after. Now, this is our last pose. And we got the skeleton. For our skeleton pose, we're going to bend a little weird. We're going to have our arms like this. We're going to cross to the side. We're going to do this. We're going to do this. We're going to curve. Curve. This is what we're going to do. We're going to change it to the other side. And we can change it to this side. And we can change it to this side. We are a skeleton. Now we have reached the end of our lesson. I really hope you guys had so much fun and had as much fun as I did doing these poses for you. I want you to leave down in the comments below how you felt doing these poses. If it's your first time or your second time or you do yoga all the time, did you enjoy it? I want to know all of that in the comments below. Now, I really hope you guys have a spectacular day and a spectacular rest of your week or weekend whenever you're watching this.